Hello, everybody. It's Daryl Bray with Convert Nation. Today, I'm going to do a mini homepage critique of the Tech Operators website. What you see on your screen is their homepage, and you'll notice right away that they have this image slider that's scrolling from the right to the left with different messages overlaid on top of each panel. Now, image sliders are conversion rate killers. Any conversion rate experts that have completed studies on image sliders know that they aren't effective, and in fact, they inhibit conversions. What they have discovered is that when people see these image sliders, they perceive them to be advertisements and they totally ignore them. So that's one very good reason not to use image sliders. The other reason is that they don't allow visitors to focus on your value proposition. Your value proposition is the most important conversion tactic you can use on your website to get visitors to continue to explore your site and hopefully become a lead or a customer. So, tech operators, I'd recommend you get rid of the image slider, have a static image available on your homepage with your value proposition overlaid on top of it. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the very first panel in their image slider is a good start to their value proposition. It reads, "We invest in early stage software companies and help them execute to scale." Now, this is a good start. It lets people know what they do and for whom. But the problem with that statement it doesn't include any benefits. So there needs to be at least one or more benefits included in that statement, or they can list the benefits immediately below that statement in a form of a bulleted list that clearly conveys a benefit. If they were going to change their the title or the headline for their value proposition to include a benefit, it might read something like, "We invest in early stage software companies and help them quickly execute to scale and successfully exit." The quickly part of that statement implies a benefit. Companies that are building a product or a service and want to grow their product or service to scale, they want to do it quickly, and they want to also successfully exit. So that's a possible change that they could make to their headline in their value proposition. The other thing that needs to be included in their value proposition is tangible results that they've achieved for past clients. And you'll notice in that statement there that they currently have in their site, there's no no tangible evidence that potential or prospective customers can read or look at to know that they can actually deliver on their value proposition. And I know that tech operators have successfully scaled and helped companies exit, so that needs to be part of their value proposition. What's also missing from their value proposition is a call to action in the form of a prominent button that lets visitors know what the next step is. What they might consider doing is having a button that reads "Read Success Stories." Now, this would link to a web page that describes in detail how they've helped past clients scale and exit. What this does is it provides further proof that they can deliver on what their value proposition promises. So there's a few changes they could make to create a much stronger value proposition. Now, the other thing I noticed is that this large background image is in the background, and they're logo is overlaid on top of it, as well as their primary navigation, which is in the top right-hand corner. It's really important that your value proposition is the most dominant design element on your homepage, and it's not competing with any other design elements, above it or below it. So what I would do is I would place their logo. It's the color version of their logo on a white background, as well as display their primary navigation on a white background, and only have this image underneath the value proposition. That way, it clearly stands out right away, so it'll draw visitors' attention, and it won't compete with anything else on the homepage. The other thing I noticed is that this image carries on below the fold of a computer screen. The fold is right here. It's what you see on your computer screen, so you can't see anything that's below that. And you'll notice they've included a down arrow to encourage people to scroll down. That's the reason they've done that. But what they might consider doing, I'm just going to scroll down their page, is not making this image so tall so that people can actually see what's next down the page. I'd also make the down arrow stand out more. In fact, I would lay it over top of this line right here, this horizontal line, so it will draw people's attention to scroll further down the page. Hopefully you found this homepage video critique of value. If you'd like to receive more and new homepage video critiques, you can sign up to receive them by subscribing below this video.